In this video, we are going to see another variant of Turing machine, and that is non-deterministic Turing machine. So if you remember, in the last unit, in the last chapter, whenever we discussed Turing machine, we stated that Turing machines are by default deterministic in nature. So next question comes, do we have non-deterministic Turing machine? So yes, we have a variant of Turing machine which is non-deterministic in nature. Uh, we have studied up till now uh, another two type of machines also, that is finite automata and PDA. If you could remember, uh, finite automata can be deterministic as well as non-deterministic, and we have also studied that uh, in case of finite automata, whatever for whatever language we construct a non-deterministic finite automata, we can easily construct a deterministic finite automata for that. So we can also conclude from that constructing non-deterministic finite automata is basically a convenience, but it is not an essential factor as far as finite automata are concerned, because if we can construct NFA, we can also construct a DFA for any language. Whereas in case of PDA, that is push down automata, we studied that PDAs are by default non-deterministic in nature, right? And there are some languages which can only be accepted by non-deterministic PDAs, like for example language of palindrome. So language of palindrome is an example of context-free language, and this particular language can only be accepted by a deterministic PDA. It cannot be accepted only by a non-deterministic PDA. It cannot be accepted by a deterministic PDA, right? So both these machines have their own set of, I would say, functionalities as far as non-determinism is concerned. Wherein in case of FA, it is uh, the case that for NFA we have equivalent DFA, whereas in case of PDA, there is a good amount of significance between NPDA and DPDA, right? Now what is the case with Turing machines? So Turing machines also has got enough computing power that can once again say about non-determinism, can add more value to it, right? So basically any language that can be accepted by a non-deterministic Turing machine can also be accepted by an ordinary deterministic Turing machine. So this behaves very similar to that of finite automatas, right? So the only difference now here is in case of non-deterministic Turing machine, whenever we describe the delta function, which is the transition function, now here it will have set of values, because if it is non-deterministic, it will have multiple options for your transition. And if you have a multiple transition and if you are writing those elements in the form of set notation, it is also implied that few of these transitions may be missing. So few of these transitions will also lead to your empty set, right? So how we can mathematically write this? So a non-deterministic Turing machine, which I say as NTM, can be defined also as a 5 tuple as capital Q alphabet to Q0 and delta. Okay, here the notations of Q alphabet to Q0 will remain same as that of your normal Turing machine, right? So your Q will be finite set of sets excluding HA and HR. Alphabet and 2 are finite set of alphabet symbols and finite set of tape symbols respectively. Q0 is your initial state, which basically belongs to capital Q. Now your delta is transition function. Your delta is transition function, where it will give you now subsets of what? Subsets of set of Q union HA comma HR, Cartesian product with toe union blank Cartesian product with the tape head moves. So whenever we used to write the delta function in case of a deterministic PDA, this was the only element of your delta on right hand side, right? Because we had a single entry on the right hand side. But now, as this is non-deterministic, we may have multiple transitions. So on right hand side, we'll be having a subset of set of all these possible values, right? And we also imply that for a particular delta of q comma a, for example, is allowed to take a value of phi, because now if a particular transition, say for example for a state q0 with a tape symbol, say for example a, is missing, so in that case we can say that that particular transition in the transition entry will be represented in the form of phi, which is not allowed in case of deterministic Turing machine, right? Now whenever we write the ID notation of the Turing machine configuration, usually we write like p x a y, where x and y are your strings, over the tape symbol union blank, whereas a is a single symbol from your tape union blank, p is any state, right? Now here we write a notation t, which indicates that one of the transitions may go to q with w and z as new strings on my tape, with p as a single symbol on my tape head, because now the transition will not be unique, right? So some of the transitions from p and a can go to this combination, some can go to some other combination, but we only represent those combinations which leads to acceptance in our case, right? So only one of the transitions we represent. We don't try to write a equal to symbol as we do it in case of a deterministic Turing machine. So in case of non-deterministic Turing machine, we also change the configuration notation, right? And similarly, the acceptance definition will also say us in the similar fashion that one of the transitions from all this transition will lead to HA. One of the transitions will lead to HA. So this indicates the acceptance definition for a non-deterministic Turing machine. For a non-deterministic Turing machine. Similar to that of NFA. In NFA, if you remember, we constructed a computation tree, right? So similarly, we can also have a computation tree for our non-deterministic Turing machine. Suppose I am in a some state, and with some combinations I am getting some transition. Same with some other combinations I am getting a transition, right? So this kind of, and these combinations will be with respect to my tape symbols, and these will be my states in which I move further, right? So similar computation tree can also be constructed in case of a non-deterministic Turing machine. So you might get a short note in which you need to explain these concepts of non-deterministic Turing machine.